I went over on it in the West Brom game, and what it was where my ankle had obviously rocked. When it's come back to its normal position, there's a bit of bone that's poking out, which is digging into my Achilles every time that I either do striking of a football or I move on it suddenly. It just digs my Achilles and it gives me a sharp pain through my ankle and up my Achilles. And then after I get that sharp pain, I can't put any weight on it. So once that sharp pain's happened, that's me, finished for a couple of days until it settles down. So hopefully I've had an injection that should help the area around where the bone is. And if it does do that in the summer, I'll just have the bone sliced off.
So the injection, it's not a pain-killing injection you're having then?
It is a bit, yeah, but it's also a bit of, inflammation, that it will kill any inflammation that's around the bone, i.e. with the tendons or the muscles. And there's actually a little disperser in there, which is like an inner blister. So hopefully they've popped that little blister inside.
And you're hoping this recent injection is going to get you through to the end of this season? Would you take the operation then, whether if this injection does a trick or not?
No. I think it's wise to have it done, whether it's this injection sorts it or not, because otherwise I could be back for 3-4 months and then it happen again, and then I'm back to square one again. So hopefully the injection can tide me over till the end of the season, and then have the op in the summer.
How confident are you that you'll play again this season?
I was very confident, but now I'm not so sure. I've come back and trained for a week and then was on the bench against Watford and came on for about, 30 seconds and then trained the next day and done it again. So, I don't want to get above myself, and, I've come in today and it feels brilliant. And the gaffer's like, how is it? And I'm like, it feels brilliant, but I don't want to get too excited, because I know if I get excited and then start training for a week and then do it again, I'll just be even more gutted. So I'm just going to take every step as it goes, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I should make the last 10 games. I'm not going to turn around and say I don't think that Wolves can get promoted without me, because I don't think that's the case. I think we've got a lot of good players in our team, and we've got a great squad, and we should be able to do it without me. At the end of the day, I'm just one player. One player doesn't make a team. Last year we had 11 good players playing week in, week out, and we had a good run last year. So hopefully we can do that again this year. I understand their frustration, but I think it's not the manager that they should be frustrated with. I think it's the players, if I'm honest. I'm a player, and I'll take any criticism from them as well if I'm not doing my job. I think Mick McCarthy's a top manager in this league, and to be honest, I don't think you're going to get any better. And I think every single player in our squad would say that. Maybe some that are not, that are a bit bitter that they're not playing, might say different, but deep down they know that he's a top manager and a top man. And what he's done for this club already has been unbelievable. Obviously being tipped to go down last season and finishing 5th is an unbelievable achievement. And if he wouldn't have done that last year and he would have finished 12th last year, then he wouldn't be under the pressure that he's on now. So he's a little bit of a victim of his own success, which is a bit harsh, really. I think any fan would have took 12th place last year and been happy with it. And then this year would have been, if we can get 8th or 7th or whatever, they would have been happy with that. But that's life, I suppose.